Shalom, Israel. I hope everyone has a good day. You know what? It's just the more and more I see, man, the more and more pissed off I get, more and more angry I get because you know what? All these other nations, they're just having a ball on us right now. And even, us amongst each other, selling each other out, not supporting one another, choosing money and so-called fake status against, over speaking up for what's right and speaking up for your people and really turning your back on your people. And when we try to stand together and say, let's stand together, then people want to call us racist. But when that's all that they do. But I know everybody having a ball, all other nations, they having a ball of what they've been allowed to do to us and what they continue to do to us, which is oppress us and kill us. And as I say, we oppress and kill one another, but people don't want to listen and understand when they was like, well, we do it to one another. So what we complaining about? The reason why we do it to one another is this is a spiritual punishment and a physical punishment and a spiritual sentence that has come down from the Most High God, but don't nobody want to address that. They just want to say, well, they kill one another. No one never asks, why do we do that? Why do we do that? When we used to rule the world, when we used to run the world, why all of a sudden now we can't stand one another? Why all of a sudden now everything is fractured? They give some of us something so they can forget about the rest of us. Because what happens is when you get some of us like these entertainers and these athletes that a lot of us call heroes, and we think they for us when they're really not, because they are a part of other organizations. And once they become a part of these other organizations, these secret organizations, these fraternal organizations, they no longer consider themselves us. Their loyalty lies with those organizations. And I'm not talking about fraternities in college because I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about these other organizations, way higher than those. These dudes get a part of those. They just be us. But their loyalty lies to those organizations. So they're going to push their agenda. Whatever agenda that is. And a lot of times that agenda is against us. And let's just say what it is. They have been trying, when I say they, I mean all the other nations have been trying to destroy us off the face of the earth since they've been given the opportunity to do that. And they're still doing that. And a lot of us are trying to help them because they've been mistaken to believe that you help us and you're going to rule and lead with us. Because you need us to help mislead us. And we think because we see somebody on television, they tell you that they're a billionaire when they're not. Somebody's a billionaire and they still fighting. They still getting in the ring, but they say they're a billionaire. They say they're a billionaire, but they're still going on tour together. And people ain't buying the tickets, but they say they're a billionaire. We believe that because they put that out there. But those people work for somebody else. They have an agenda. So when I say we don't have, the heroes you see are the ones who are in these neighborhoods, in these communities, really in the street. Not that crap Steven Jackson talking about, he in the streets. He the face for equality. Dude say he the face for the equality. And he talked about Maria Taylor says he got a sympathy job. And he's supporting a woman that don't need his help because the system helps her. But anyway, let me get to the point. Everybody that's having their way against us, just know that the Most High hasn't forgotten about us. This is just part of our punishment. Whether we want to believe who we really are or not, because you tell people we the Hebrews, we the seed of Jacob. They fight against that, but they easily accepted being an African American when that term didn't even come around until the 1980s. I wouldn't call that when I was born in 1973. My granddaddy wasn't called that. My daddy wasn't called that. But now we just use it because that's what they gave us. Because another fake leader said, yeah. The Rainbow Court, yeah. in the 1980s, man, we'll take that term. You can call us Negroes. You can call us colored. You can call all those. But when you do your history and do your research and you start watching and learning and understanding, and the Most High opens your eyes, because Isaiah 29:10, he said he didn't put us in a deep sleep. But once he opens your eyes and you see, like, dang, this is who we are. According to history, not just according to the Bible, according to history, their documents and their movies and their songs, which they've been telling us who we are for a long time, but it goes over our head because we think it's just for entertainment. No, because they have to tell us. The Most High makes them tell us everything that they're doing, everything that they're going to do, and he makes them tell us who we are. We just don't see it. Just like the Most High sent prophets, Ezekiel and Isaiah and them, they would always go tell the children of Israel what was going to happen to them before it happened. Because the Most High said, I ain't going to catch y'all off guard. But anyway, the reason why I don't worry about anything, because I worship the Most High Lord God only. I'm truly a warrior for the Most High Lord God. That ain't saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. But I'm a warrior for the Most High Lord God. The Most High is the only entity, being that I fear. But my whole thing is that everybody having a ball against us, killing us, taking from us. You laugh at us, you mock us, you tell us who we are. It goes over our head. You make movies talking about us, and we don't even know you're talking about us, because we have taken another label that they have given us. But the Most High did say we was going to be a byword. That means they was going to call us everything but who we are. Like in Psalms, he said, the nations take crafty counsel against my hidden ones. So the name of Israel will be no more in remembrance, and that's what it is. But anyway, just so you know that the Most High hasn't forgotten about us. He's not, because he said he was going to punish us. He was going to whoop the heck out of us. The Most High said everybody on the face of the earth was going to hate us, and they was going to come against us. And he said we was going to hate one another and come against one another, that we weren't going to get along, that we were going to fight each other, we were going to kill each other, we were going to rob and take from one another, and everybody else was going to do the same thing. But he said he was going to save us, and he's going to. Because I've had at least 3 different visions where he's shown me judgment and destruction and salvation and who it's for. And I share one of them. I had a vision. I was just around scorched earth. Everything looked like it was burned. But there was a newspaper there that hadn't been touched, like it was just printed. And all that was on the headline, it says, all of Judea saved. That was there. Everything else was burned up. Because the Most High says he's going to save all the children of Israel, even the wicked ones. But then he said, I'm going to plead with y'all in the wilderness like I played with y'all forefathers. Then I'm going to purge the rebels from amongst you all. He going to judge all of us in front of one another as a family. And them cats that turn their back on the Most High, don't want to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, and want to do something else. They want to do their own thing. They want to worship somebody else and do all these things that the Most High says do not do, because the world says it's okay to do. He said, then I'm going to judge you. I'm going to judge y'all as a family in front of one another. And I'm going to let the ones who were trying to get to know me and love me, I'm going to let them see how much I love. But I'm gonna whoop y'all in front of one another. Just like a real family. Just like a mom. That's like a real dad. But anyway, everybody that's, just having a ball on us and just having your way, that's about over. I'm just letting you know. It's about over. For you don't have to believe me. The Most High, the Father, the Creator, the great I am, he communicates me in ways I can't even possibly make y'all understand. It ain't even important whether you believe me or not, because my job is to share the word. The Most High stirred my spirit up for this, so I'm sharing it, and it's on you. But okay, Jeremiah 51:19. Everybody else that keep messing with us. The portion of Jacob is not like them. He is the former, which means the maker and the molder, the Most High. He's the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. The Most High is calling the men of Israel his battle axes. Because he's going to power us up again, because we already got skills and abilities. The Israelite man and woman skills and abilities that no one else has. That's just obvious. You can just look in the mirror and put the TV on and see that. Micah 4:13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people. And I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. Zechariah 12:2. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem. And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the earth be gathered against them. Right there in Zechariah said all the earth going to be gathered against them, but I'm going to make Israel, that's us, a burdensome stone to everybody. And everybody gathered against them going to be broken into pieces. Psalm 149:2. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king, which is the Most High. For verse 4, for the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen / Gentiles, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all the saints, praise ye the Lord. Isaiah 24:21. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited. Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And Israel, don't worry about being outnumbered. Deuteronomy 7:17. If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispossess them? Which means, how can I beat them? Thou shalt not be afraid of them, but shalt well remember what the Lord thy God did unto Pharaoh and unto all of Egypt. You know we living in modern Egypt now, right? Spiritual Egypt, modern day Babylon. 2 Chronicles 32:7. Be strong and courageous. Be not afraid nor dismayed for the kings of Assyria, nor for all the multitude that is with him. For there be more with us than with him. With him is an arm of flesh, but with us is the Lord our God to help us and to fight our battle. So we don't have to be afraid, man. Only thing we need to be afraid of is the judgment of the Most High Lord God. That's it. Because everybody else is having a ball on us, but it hasn't always been this way. Just do your history and the research. Just 500 years ago, you will see who the real kings and queens of Britain was in Europe, in Sweden, and Denmark. Just look it up. In Russia, in Asia. Look it up. In Africa, and even in the lands that we call America. This is punishment. And I'm taking it. I'm cool. But when the Most High comes back, everybody can't keep doing this to us and think this is going to last forever. And the brothers and sisters who turn their back on us, okay, man, it's cool. Deal with the Most High. Like anybody else who watching this and try to get upset, I don't care. Deal with the Most High. Because that's who you got to deal with. Because that's who all of us has to deal with. And you can't say we ain't special, because we are. We invent almost everything. We're more loving and forgiving than anyone. And you know the physical things we can do that no one else can do, but everybody say we ain't special. Come on, man. Come on, man. What is that? Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled. That means taken from us when we weren't taken from y'all. And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with them. Like when you came over here, our ancestors who, oh yeah, come on. But you dealt treacherously with us, and we weren't dealing treacherously with y'all. Just like now. When they shall cease to spoil, when y'all stop it, it says, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with you. I'm just saying, all praises to the Most High Lord God. Yeah, I'm mad. Oppression makes a wise man mad. Shalom.